Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to do a partial review of the Wltoys Q323C. As you have seen my video which I have uploaded, I did a test flight of the Wltoys Q323C and it flew really well on all the 4 rates, and on 40%, 60%, 80%, 100%. And the manual starting of the props also worked well, and also the manual takeoff, manual landing, 1 key takeoff, 1 key landing, they all worked very well. Even the quad worked very well. I haven't got the opportunity to try the return to home and headless mode or the camera because the quad died after around 8 minutes. I did fly for about 8 to 9 minutes first time, and I crashed into my wall, and the prop nuts just came loose and fell off. These prop nuts are not screwed on, they are just put on top, and then you just push it to tighten it, and then if you crash it, it will fly off. This is an example of the props screw. As you can see, there's a lot of oil inside there, and it doesn't matter whether you have the prop nuts on or not, it will still fly because the prop nuts is just for decoration. As you can see, there's no grooves around the propeller, so you don't screw down the prop nuts. And also the props are really flimsy. Any slight crash will bend it, but having said that, it hasn't broken. It can still fly if it's a little bit bended. So in terms of the body itself, it survived the crash really well, and I have no problems with the body, and it flies fantastic. The altitude hold actually works, and because you can do a manual landing, and then also the manual prop start, I take it to mean that when you move your throttle, you can actually override the altitude hold temporarily. So that's why you can see that in that particular video, the test flight video, that the altitude hold doesn't really inhibit the flight characteristic of the Wltoys Q323. You still have full control, or maybe 90% control, because you always try to fight the altitude hold. But having said that, it is much better than the JXT509, where there's no manual control over the landing or the prop starts. So basically, in that particular quad, you have auto control of the altitude hold, and it caused a lot of grief, and because it was very hard to control and caused a lot of flyaways. But with this one, the altitude hold actually worked really well, and you can actually manually override that, and meaning that you can actually override it while flying, and then you can have a partial control over the altitude hold. So this quad is actually a very good beginners 300 size quad, and it gives you a long flight time. The only problem is that the models do tend to die very quickly. I remember previously for other quads of the similar size with the similar type of models, they also die pretty quickly. I can't remember which model it was. I think it might be the Tarantula X16. So anyway, this is my only frustration with this particular quad at this point in time. So overall, this quad will give you a lot of enjoyment and not a lot of sad faces, so not a lot of frustrations, except for you have to be careful with the models. And because the models get blown pretty quickly, so which means that you have to open this up and replace the models, and you have to wait some time for the models to come. So it gives you a bit more frustrations because you can't really fly this quad continuously without any problem. So I don't know, maybe I got the wrong, the defective one, but in terms of the build quality, the flight characteristic is actually quite good. It performed as I expected, and the transmitter itself actually works really well. You can see the 40%, 60%, 80%, and 100% mode here. So to manually start the models, you can do this way, and you can also manually stop it by going this way, or you can manually stop it by pressing the two shoulder buttons. So even though the altitude hold works, and also the one key start and one key landing works really well, you do have to take care when you do your auto takeoff, because this is not a GPS quad, and it will tend to sway when you auto take off. But sometimes you forget that with just altitude hold quad, that they don't stay still, and so just remember that when you do auto takeoff, look at the quad and make manual adjustment. So with this transmitter, because I only fly around my garage area, so I haven't taken it for a few tests yet, so I don't know the range of this. But because this is a toy transmitter anyway, so try to keep it as close as possible to you, and fly maybe less than 100 meters. So anyway guys, I probably have to wait a while to get the replacement model. So in the meantime, this is just my partial review. So hope you guys like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. So until next time, this is JT Gravity RC. Cheers.